Hey YouTube, and my name's Sergio. This is my first time making a YouTube video. I guess trying to get in the YouTube crowd. I got one of my best friends, Ray Six Covered. Oh, Rick, he's a YouTuber. Well, I'm not, doing the whole gun or knife thing, but I just wanted to start this video to, one, is share my progress and what I'm going through in life, I guess you could say. A little backstory. My marriage is complete shambles, divorce, the whole thing, whole 9 yards. Like everything that you could ever screw up, I have done. It's my faith in God and everything else is just, it was at an all-time low. I'm retiring from the military, so there's another huge life event, and it's been kind of bad lately. And I made a decision on Sunday that I was gonna try something different instead of me trying to muscle through it and just make it work one way or another. I decided that I want to walk on this journey with God to see where He leads me. And I'm kind of new to church, God, and faith, but I've never really stepped into it. I've never fully crossed that door, and I know that's in my heart, and it's just a lot of people do that. So my whole reasoning behind it is because, like I said, my life sucks right now. It feels like it does. It's in complete shambles. And I want to have this amazing life. I want to be happy every single day. Okay. It might not happen every single day, but I want to be just happy. Like, oh my gosh, why was that dude so happy? How much coffee did he drink? No, I'm tired of this thing in my heart, and just keeps dragging me down. And I'm tired of it. I know some of you guys are probably going through the same thing, and if you are, hit me up and see what we can do together to get each other through this. So some of the things I've started doing since this is my first day of making this video is 10% of my time is going to God. So as soon as I wake up in the morning, like not even get out of bed, is I'll grab my phone and go to my Bible app, and I'll start reading, and then I'll start with my verses, and then just go on to other books in there, and I'll try and spend about 30 minutes reading, and then I'll spend about 10, 15, 20 minutes, however long God wants me to just pretty much shut up so He could talk. And so I started that this morning. It's kind of weird. I did do that. How can I say? I kind of felt like God was wanting to tell me something, but I'm not too sure. I know He wants me to be better, a better man. He wants me to be a godly man, which I think, any man in this world wants to be a great man. And I'd love to be a great man. That's my goal, is to be, how can I be a great man, but not to myself or my best friends or other people, but how can I be a great man for God? And I guess that's one of my goals is throughout this journey. See how long this takes. Because hopefully you guys are cheering me on, and I'll be cheering you guys on too. Another thing I started doing was tithing. So I did this 90-day challenge through church. It's give 10% of what I make goes towards the church, and I am on month 2. So I've been working at Golden Motors. It's one of my really good friend John Davis's dealership. I've been learning about sales and how all that stuff works, and the paycheck I get from there, 10% of it goes to the church, to God. So, yeah, let's see where that goes. It's a 90-day challenge, and what's crazy about this 90-day challenge is after the 90-day challenge, if you don't feel like God has done something or blessed you in a way for doing your tithing, the church will refund you that money. It's crazy, but I guess that's what do they say? Walking in faith, I guess. And yeah, the biggest thing for me is, my relationship with Kirsten, my wife, is just absolutely shambles. We've been horrible to each other. We have been not fight. We've never really fought. We've always just kept it in and not said anything to each other. And I've always done the same thing too. So there's always been this huge miscommunication, like Grand Canyon size of miscommunication. And there's been small periods of time in there that we, have been happy. But then there's been these giant gaps of, me being on deployments, Iraq and stuff. And it's just that create this huge chasm between us. And I think it's put a lot of hurt and pain in her heart, and it's put a lot of hurt and pain in my heart, and we've just been hitting each other with it and creating more pain. So that's where our relationship is right now in this time. I'll admit it to you guys, I have made mistakes. I have met other women, being young, stupid, and wanting more than what you have is the biggest cause of sinning. And I was a sinner. I was horrible. God, I was horrible. If only I could go back in time and just slap myself. But I guess that's how we all get wisdom or get wise, is by making mistakes and failing. But I have failed, Kirsten. I really have. And I don't want to be a failure in that aspect of my life. I want her to be this happy woman, which, I don't know how many of you guys go to church, but you'll see these couples in church. They have like 8 kids. They've got these 2 cars. They've got their own little business, and they're extremely happy. And they'll tell you all the time, it's like, yeah, it hasn't always been easy, but we're so happy. We're so happy. We've got everything that we want. We go on vacations, and there's some of us that are over here struggling. We're like sucking at life. We're like, God, am I not good enough? Am I not doing good enough? I give people money. I help people whenever they ask for help. You name it, and I'm always there, God. And you'll see those groups of people in church. I see those groups of people in church, and I'm always like, dude, how can I be part of that group? How can I be, one of those guys? And sorry about that. I was kind of shaking, but that's the experience that I want. That's what I want in my life. They say happiness comes from you being happy. I think happiness comes from having faith in God. And my faith, I don't know much about faith. All I know is faith is believing in God, in Him doing something in your life. So I'm just going to have faith and let all my whatever it is, I'm gonna leave it out there for God to do. Like I said, I'm not a priest. I'm just a regular idiot who's trying to make it through life right now. I mean, I have a nice truck, I have a nice house, but I just realized that what's the point of having a nice truck and having a nice house and having enough money whenever you're not genuinely happy inside your heart? some people say, well, you can always go buy guns and beer and make it all better. It's like, yeah, but it's only temporary and only lasts so long. I want that. I'm looking for that happiness that's like, dude, it's there for forever, and that's where I'm at in my faith right now. So I'll keep walking, keep logging. Today I will go over some scripture throughout the day, and I'll post that up later on what I read. But another good thing that I just found not too long ago, I found it on Saturday, whenever I was at my all-time low. And whenever I'm saying at my all-time low, pretty much like soul-crushing low, I was gonna do something very stupid. Like that kind of stupid. And I heard this, I don't know why I put it on, but I opened up YouTube and I heard this message. And it was from, I think it's called Above Inspiration. And I heard the message that said, "Do you trust me?" And I was like, do I trust you? Do I trust you, Lord? And I was hesitant. I was like, you haven't done anything for me. You haven't been there for me. I've been sucking this whole time and you haven't done anything. So how am I supposed to trust you? And he said, trust me. So I'm gonna trust him. I'm gonna put my faith, all my worries, all my anger, my disappointments, my anxiety, my stress. I'm gonna put everything in his hands and let him do what he's gonna do. So hopefully you guys stick with me. I don't know how long this is gonna take for me to reach that goal of this happiness in God's presence and being a godly man, I guess you could say. I don't know how long it's going to take, but hope you guys stick with me and let's help each other out if you're going through the same issues. All right, catch you guys later. Oh yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you get a chance, go over to X-Ring, watch some of his videos. They're pretty cool. He does a lot of good reviews on Microtech knives. He's got a lot of good reviews and stuff on long range shooting, 3-gun, and a bunch of good pistols, machine gun stuff. And his daughter Ella is, I'm telling you what, this little girl is amazing. She's gonna be like ballerina, long range shooter, smart entrepreneur, billionaire, and it's like, Ray, how did you do this? How did you, raise such a smart, talented, like, little girl who can outdo grown men? And he says he was just lucky. I'm like, I don't think so. Now I'm thinking more of, I think God blessed him with that for being such a good dad. So, also check out Is Your Six Covered by Rick. Rick's an awesome dude. Love his white 4Runner, and he's got a lot of great videos out there. So I'll talk to you guys later. Take care, and we'll start on tomorrow, see how today goes, and tomorrow. Bye.